Hello there, thanks for joining me this Tuesday. I'm Azlina Nadri and these are tonight's top stories. White paper shows serious issues in Felda's finances. Over 20 proposals received for third national car project. And Malaysia and Pakistan to deepen bilateral relations. Now we begin tonight's bulletin with this story. Prime Minister Tun Dr. Mahathir Mohamad has assured that Malaysia and Pakistan would continue to work together in order to find solutions to mutual challenges faced by both countries. Now, according to him, the two countries have inherited similar problems in many areas from the past administrations and share a similar vision. The Premier said this after a bilateral meeting with Pakistan Prime Minister Imran Khan in Putrajaya today. Speaking at a joint press conference with Khan, Tun Dr. Mahathir said Pakistan and Malaysia have a long relationship and it has been mostly a close relationship.
We find that we have some internal problems which are similar within Malaysia and Pakistan. And I had a four-eyed meeting with the Prime Minister. We discussed these issues and ways and means of tackling them. We will continue to have dialogues in order to benefit from each other's experience and ways of tackling the problem faced by us.
Malaysia will also assist to fulfill Pakistan's wish to become a dialogue partner in ASEAN, as discussed during the four-eyed meeting. On the delegation meeting earlier, Tun Dr. Mahathir said they discussed common matters among both countries, as well as foreign direct investment, FDI, the role of khazanah, privatization, tourism and defence cooperation. In 2017, the total bilateral trade between the two countries was recorded at 5.76 billion ringgit, an increase of 3.5% as compared to 2016. Pakistan is Malaysia's third largest trading partner amongst South Asian countries. Now, Pakistan also has expressed much interest in emulating Tun Dr. Mahathir's approach in transforming Malaysia's economy and development. Imran Khan, who is on a maiden official visit to Malaysia, said his delegation's two-day sojourn in the country was made out of admiration for the 93-year-old Premier. Speaking at a joint press conference this morning, Imran Khan also said that he was keen on learning how to transform Pakistan's economy, much like how Tun Dr. Mahathir had developed the Malaysian economy.
We want to learn from your experience how you transformed an economy, developed it, raised the per capita income, raised the GDP. So we wanted to come here on the first opportunity to learn from your past experiences.
The Pakistani Premier also pointed out that he and Tun Dr. Mahathir shared a similar experience in terms of how both leaders came into power on the back of rising anti-corruption sentiments.
Presently, both of us, our governments, are in very similar situations. We both came to power people gave us mandate on an anti-corruption platform. And we face similar situations in terms of we face unprecedented debt. And so there was a lot to share.
On bilateral cooperation, Imran Khan added that the Malaysia-Pakistan trade ties can be enhanced through promoting greater business linkages between the two nations' private sectors. Meanwhile, during the four-eyed meeting, the cricketer legend turned politician also said both leaders also shared the same views on various matters, including tourism.
We have this huge untapped tourism potential, and Malaysia has developed tourism resorts, which we really want to have placed in Pakistan, because we have tourism spots, but we don't have resorts.
Imran Khan, who is the nation's 22nd Prime Minister, also invited Tun Dr. Mahathir to attend the Pakistan Day celebrations as a chief guest on March 23rd next year. Earlier, after the delegation meeting, Tun Dr. Mahathir and Imran Khan witnessed the signing of an agreement by the governments of Malaysia and Pakistan on the partial abolition of visa for travel between both countries for holders of diplomatic and official passports. In other news, the white paper on troubled plantation giant Felda has unearthed serious problems in the company's financial position. The report is now in the final stages of being finalized and will be tabled soon during the current Parliament session. Speaking to reporters at the Parliament lobby, Economic Affairs Minister Datuk Sri Mohammad Azmin Ali said he had viewed the first draft of the interim report and found that the situation is very serious.
Yeah, I've seen the first draft. But the ministry is looking into more detail. You must understand some of the issues are being investigated by NACC. So we are not privy to the details and we are not supposed to encroach into that matter. I think let us wait until the paper is being presented to Parliament. Sebab kita ada external, kita buat external audit untuk memastikan kita dapat gambaran sebenar tentang kedudukan keuangan Felda dan pengurusan yang tidak telus supaya peneroka Felda dapat memahami kedudukan keuangan pada hari ini dan apakah langkah yang akan diambil oleh kerajaan untuk menjamin masa depan peneroka Felda.
He explained that the white paper would provide details on how the government planned to turn the company's fortunes around. Felda is saddled with 8 billion ringgit debt, and the government is looking into selling Felda's non-strategic assets in London, Sabah and Sarawak, which had cost around 2 billion ringgit. Datuk Sri Azmin, however, warned the government may not be able to sell these assets at a profitable price as they were bought at above market price. Now, former Barisan Nasional Chairman Datuk Sri Najib Tun Razak has denied that orders have been given to woo Pakatan Harapan representatives to form a coalition with UMNO. This was following the 14th general election, which saw the BN coalition lose federal power after over 60 years. Speaking to reporters at the Parliament's lobby, Datuk Sri Najib said he did not give such instructions on May 9th.
Tak ada arahan yang dibuat oleh UMNO untuk memancing undi calon-calon ataupun wakil-wakil rakyat Pakatan Harapan. Kalau ada pihak lain tu saya tak tahulah. Tapi daripada saya pada malam tu tak ada arahan.
He was commenting on Tun Dr. Mahathir Mohamad's claim of attempts to get representatives from Pakatan Harapan to jump ship. The Premier alleged that this had caused the delay in the announcement of Pakatan Harapan's victory. Meanwhile, Rembau MP Khairi Jamaluddin also said he was unaware of such order. He also said that he had gone to Datuk Sri Najib's house after retaining his seat, and other BN leaders, including Datuk Sri Ahmad Zahid Hamidi and Datuk Sri Hishamuddin Hussein, who were also there.
Tidak ada apa-apa usaha untuk memancing, untuk membeli mana-mana ahli parlimen. Ya? Malah Datuk Sri Najib telah sebut dengan jelas waktu saya tiba di kediaman beliau bahawa kita mesti menerima keputusan ini.
On the other hand, Tan Sri Anwar Musa did not deny that such incidents took place. The UMNO Secretary General, however, said he doesn't have any details on the matter. Moving on, the Education Ministry has denied banning members of parliaments from entering public schools to attend programs or official ceremonies. Its Minister Dr. Mazli Malik clarified that non-governmental representatives should follow procedure by applying for permission from the ministry before entering government schools.
Tetapi yang saya kata tak betul apabila digunakan perkataan ban. Ban. Ataupun ada mengatakan saya melarang. Saya tak pernah cakap itu. Yang saya mengatakan kepada wakil rakyat yang bukan daripada kerajaan supaya mereka mengikut prosedur membuat permohonan. Itu. Tolong jangan miskut dan tolong jangan salah faham lagi.
Mazli on Monday had announced that opposition lawmakers who wish to attend programs at federal government schools must first obtain permission from his ministry. A circular on the matter had been issued and applications by opposition MPs should be made to the ministry via state education directors. His announcement, however, had drawn criticism from certain quarters, including Setiawangsa MP Nik Nazmi Nik Ahmad and Jelebu MP Datuk Jalaluddin Alias, saying that it was unfair. Now, the Cabinet has decided to place social security protection of foreign workers under the Social Security Organisation, SOCSO, effective January 1st. As such, employers who hire foreign workers, including expatriates, must register their employees with SOCSO and contribute to the Employment Injury Scheme. Now, Human Resources Minister M. Kulasegaran, in a statement, said this was in line with the International Labour Organization resolution, which required every country to have uniform benefits for local and foreign workers. Benefits under the scheme include medical, temporary and permanent disablement, rehabilitation, as well as 6,500 ringgit repatriation cost, including funeral. Employers can go to any of SOCSO's 54 offices throughout the country, including Sabah and Sarawak, to register their foreign workers. Kulasegaran, however, said the foreign workers would not be covered by the invalidity of pension scheme. Malaysia is home to around 2.2 million foreign workers in 2017, with most of them hired in the agriculture and construction sectors. Now, a man was killed in an accident involving 3 lorries at the Plus Highway near the Senawang Toll Plaza early this morning. According to the authorities, all 3 lorries collided with each other and overturned in the 5:45 a.m. incident. The accident involved 1 trailer lorry carrying wood and 2 tank lorries. One of the lorry drivers died on the spot and another was injured. The deceased was identified as Muhammad Umar Ridaman, age 48. The injured victim, 30-year-old Aswan Taib, was sent to the Tuanku Jaafar Hospital for treatment. The accident caused a traffic congestion along the highway stretch for about 2 hours. Now, the Terengganu Customs Department arrested 2 men and seized 1.5 million cigarette sticks believed to have been smuggled from a neighbouring country last Sunday. The seizure was the department's biggest haul in the state for this year. State Customs Director Datuk Radzi Mohamad said the value of the seized cigarettes of League brand were estimated at 120,000 ringgit, with unpaid taxes amounting to over R1 million. Acting on a public tip-off, the department's enforcement team had trailed an Isuzu lorry along Jalan Pelong in Sungai Tung, Setiu, on November 18th. When ordered to stop, the lorry driver had refused and sped off for the next 400 meters before 2 men, aged 53 and 38, were seen jumping out of the lorry. However, the lorry driver and his attendant have been arrested and are now in remand for 15 days from November 19th to facilitate the investigation. The contraband cigarettes are believed for the Klang Valley market. The Terengganu Sultanah today filed a defamation lawsuit against Claire Rucastle Brown and 2 others over the Sarawak Report editor's book on the One Malaysia Development Berhad 1MDB scandal. The Royal's lawyer, Datuk Muhammad Haziq Pillay Abdullah, who confirmed the matter, said the lawsuit was filed at the Kuala Lumpur High Court in the afternoon. Now, speaking at a press conference today, Datuk Muhammad Haziq said the other 2 defendants were the publisher and printer of the book, namely Gerak Budaya Enterprise and Vinland Press Sendirian Berhad.
Sebab writ seumpama ni yang perlu dibawa ke mahkamah bukannya sesuatu yang mudah. Kita perlu meneliti undang-undang, kena meneliti evidence, keterangan-keterangan dan dokumen-dokumen lain yang penting bagi kes ni. Tetapi alhamdulillah, semalam saya telah dapat titah daripada istana supaya meneruskan writ saman kerana pihak-pihak tidak mencapai satu penyelesaian. There was nothing forthcoming daripada defendant. Kita dapat.
On September 27, Sultanah Nur Zahirah said through her lawyer that she was filing a suit over allegations that the book, The Sarawak Report, the inside story of the 1MDB expose. The suit involved the Terengganu Sultanah's conspiracy with Loh Tek Jo and her involvement in government administration in the 1MDB affair. A legal letter was also sent to the trio with an 8-day deadline for a written apology and retraction of the allegedly defamatory statements, as well as a demand that they stop selling and circulating the book. Although Sarawak Report has since apologized for the matter, the Royals Council said the defendants had not complied with any of the demands in the letter sent to them. Now in Perak, an immigration officer claimed trial at the Ipoh Sessions Court to 2 counts of bribery involving 3,000 ringgit 2 years ago. 32-year-old Megat Khairul Anwar Sulaiman, who is with the State Immigration Department, was charged with soliciting the bribe from one Muhammad Zahir Zahiri on March 30th, 2016. The money was an inducement to close a case involving the alleged arrest of 2 Indonesian workers. The accused was also charged with accepting the money at the Enforcement Division of the Perak Immigration Department on the same day. Now, if found guilty, he can be jailed up to 20 years and fined of not less than 5 times the amount of the bribe involved, or 10,000 ringgit, whichever is higher. Judge S. Indra Nehru set bail at 10,000 ringgit and fixed November 30th for mention. Now, when we return, government to announce revised national automotive policy next year. Don't go away. Thanks for staying with us. Now let's head into our daily segment, Clickbait, where we take a look at what's trending and making rounds in the cyber world today. So a man who came under fire for allegedly berating a beer promoter with abusive and racist statements in a viral video has come forward and apologized for his rude actions. So he issued his apology to the woman, admitting his fault, but denied being a racist. Following this, the female promoter has also decided not to further pursue the matter and wished for her privacy to be respected. The apology was made by the man, who is known as Eddie Rejang, in a 45-second video clip posted on social media on Tuesday evening.
Saya yang dikenali sebagai Eddie Rejang ingin membuat permohonan maaf secara terbuka kepada semua rakyat Malaysia, terutama kepada promoter perempuan tersebut. Saya akui kesalahan saya dan amat menyesal atas tindakan saya terhadap promoter tersebut.
The man also said he had no intention to be racist towards the woman and maintained that his actions that day were spontaneous. Eddie, who met with Kepong Parliament member Lim Lip Eng earlier to clear the air on the matter, also hoped that the issue will not be prolonged. Meanwhile, Carlsberg Malaysia said in a statement today that the company was very upset over the harassment against the female promoter, stressing that such action was unacceptable and that the sampling activities were strictly for non-Muslim of legal purchasing age. However, the company respected the promoter and her family's decision not to take any further action, as well as their wish for privacy, and has extended its assistance to the woman over the incident. In the video, which went viral since Monday, Eddie, whose face could not be seen in the clip, allegedly humiliated the female promoter for giving out beer samples in the non-halal section of a hypermarket believed to be in Ampang, Selangor. Despite Eddie's vulgar remarks and obscene hand gesture towards her, the female promoter remained calm until the man eventually walked away. The case is also being investigated by police under Section 509 of the Penal Code, which deals with offences involving words or gestures with the intention to insult the modesty of a person. Now updated as of 7 p.m, here are the top trending topics and searches on the internet today. Now, the revised National Automotive Policy (NAP), which was supposed to be announced by year-end, has been postponed to the first quarter of 2019. According to International Trade and Industry Deputy Minister Ong Kian Ming, the revised policy will also include the development of the third national car project.
Yeah. Is it because of the third national car component that is why the NAP review?
No. I think this is part and parcel of the consultation process. Yeah, we would have had to go through the consultation process in this manner, regardless of whether there was a third national car project announced or not.
Met after launching the Kuala Lumpur International Automotive Conference KLIAC 2018 earlier today, Ong said the revised policy will overlook the entire automotive ecosystem and to be underpinned by 4 pillars, namely connected mobility, Industrial Revolution 4.0, new generation vehicles and artificial intelligence AI. Meanwhile, commenting on the third national car project, Ong said the government has received more than 20 proposals from individuals and the private sector, including foreign industry players and government-linked companies.
So the last time I think was 14 and then now it's like 20. The proposals still keep...
Yeah, I think they're still coming in. Yeah, they're still even though the official deadline has closed, people still want to give their ideas. And, I think we try to... see whether we can accommodate those proposals. Yeah. We are looking through the proposals, and I think one of the challenges that any proposal will have to make is the financial sustainability aspect. Yeah, because the government has announced there's no public, there's no taxpayers' funds that will go into this project.
Now, in other news, the Malaysian Automotive Association MAA expects higher vehicle sales in November and December 2018 on the back of new model launches and aggressive year-end promotional campaigns. For 2018, the MAA forecasts a total industry volume, TIV, of 585,000 units. As of October 2018, the TIV was 502,244 units.
We have new cars that are going to be launched during the motor show. This will excite the public, and we hope that the buying sentiments will improve, especially in November and December. In October, we were surprised because the industry, compared to September, moved up by 50%. But the reason why September was slow is because we sold out everything during the 3 months period. We sold out everything. We had zero stocks. I think they are talking.
Dato' Aisyah also expects 20 models to be launched during the 9th edition of the Kuala Lumpur International Motor Show, KLIMS 2018, which begins tomorrow for 10 days.
We're expecting the TIV.
Now, more after the break. At least a dozen killed in deadly bus crash in India. Details up next.